Have you ever noticed that the more put together your life looks on the outside, the harder it feels to make real financial progress on the inside? Not because you're irresponsible, not because you don't earn enough, but because at some point, looking wealthy quietly starts working against you. Let's start with a familiar situation. Imagine someone in their late 20s or early 30s living in the US or Western Europe. They have a decent job, nothing flashy, but respectable. After tax, their monthly take-home pay is around $4,000. On paper, that sounds comfortable. Rent or a mortgage takes about $1,500. Utilities, phone, internet, another $300. A car payment or lease, $500. Insurance, fuel, maintenance, $250. Student loans or lingering debt, $300. Before food, before savings, before life, over $2,800 is already gone. Now add groceries, occasional dinners out, streaming subscriptions, clothes that fit the role, and maybe one credit card balance that never fully disappears. By the end of the month, there's very little left, sometimes nothing. From the outside, though, everything looks fine. Nice apartment, newish car, good clothes, responsible adult. This is usually the moment people think, I just need a slightly higher salary. But that's not the real problem. The hidden mistake isn't spending too much on one reckless thing. It's building a lifestyle where most of your income is committed to maintaining an image of stability and success. Here's where the math quietly turns against you. That $500 car payment isn't just $500. Over 5 years, it's $30,000, often for a car worth far less by the time it's paid off. That extra $300 a month in lifestyle upgrades, better phone, nicer furniture, more convenience, is $3,600 a year. Invested modestly over 20 years, that could quietly turn into 6 figures. But instead, it disappears into things that feel normal, expected, even reasonable. Psychologically, this makes sense. Humans don't measure wealth by net worth. We measure it by signals. In modern society, looking financially sorted reduces social friction. You're taken seriously, you feel secure, you don't stand out in uncomfortable ways. The problem is that once your lifestyle matches your income stops working for you. Every raise gets absorbed, every bonus gets pre-spent. Every financial decision becomes defensive, protecting what you've already built rather than building something new. Over time, this creates a strange tension. You burn well, but you feel stuck. Years pass and the numbers don't change much. Savings grow slowly, if at all. Investments feel risky because there's no margin for mistakes. Job loss or a medical issue suddenly feels dangerous. This is the long-term cost of confusing financial comfort with financial progress. People who quietly build wealth don't usually look impressive in the early stages. They drive boring cars longer than necessary. They live in homes that are practical, not aspirational. Their spending decisions are less about signaling and more about flexibility. They think in terms of freedom, not upgrades. Freedom to walk away from a bad job. Freedom to handle emergencies calmly. Freedom to let time, not effort, do the heavy lifting. The key shift isn't deprivation, it's awareness. At some point, you realize that looking wealthy often locks you into fixed costs, and fixed costs limit your future options. Real wealth, especially in the beginning, is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't ask for validation. And once you see that, the goal changes, not to look successful, but to make choices that keep your future flexible. If this way of thinking resonates, consider subscribing to the channel. We focus on clarity, not hype, and on understanding money before it understands you.